I don't know why I did that. Check this out. Yeah, you actually can slide through the teleporters. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, Dustman, this battle is pathetic. Yep, just, you keep trying the same thing. Eventually, maybe it'll work. Or maybe not. It's like he wasn't even trying. He knew. He knew. What exactly he knew, I don't know, but he knew it. What? Get into the teleporter. Skull Barrier is the most effective weapon to use against Dive Man. This is because Dive Man is a humanoid submarine, and submarines have a hull, and hull rhymes with skull. You see the connection here, right? Unfortunately, you need to get really close to him in order to be able to hurt him, and also you need to remember that Robot Masters are invincible after you hit them for a few moments, so it's all too easy to just waste all of your weapon energy trying to hit him while he's still flashing, so don't do that. Alright, I'm gonna do this the easy way. It didn't even flinch. Come on, Pharaoh Man, what you got? You can't touch me. Okay, I'm gonna stop being 5 years old. It's not really all that sporting that I'm shooting him in the back, so, I don't know, maybe I'll let him turn around, you know, face me like a Pharaoh Man. Right, because this is somehow more sporting than it was before. Well, at least he's facing me now. I mean, that's gotta count for something. I feel a little bit better. Alright, die! Explode! Dead! Hee-haw. Now, as promised, I will be using the Mega Buster against the bosses I fought with special weapons the first time around, starting with Skullman. Go ahead, Skullman, it's your turn to go first. Alright, I'll go first. Skullman's got a nice little pattern. He fires 3 shots at a time that track you a little bit, so if you're in the air, the shots go in the air. If you're standing on the ground, the shots go horizontally. And you can actually jump over 2 of those shots at a time. As soon as he drops his barrier, quickly leap over him, and he'll charge at you. So it's not so bad. It's a little bit challenging to master. Honestly, though, if I were Skullman, I would just keep that barrier up the entire time, and eventually the player would just die of boredom or shut off the game. Either way, I'd win. One would think that after the first embarrassing battle with Toadman, that somebody would have gotten the hint and reprogrammed him ever so slightly to, I don't know, actually do something. Look at him, he's just waving his hands in the air. I surrender! I surrender! Toadman, I'm gonna take pity on you. I will give you 1 hit on me. Go for it. You still can't hurt me. A long time ago, in a podcast, a long time ago, I made a statement that I could beat Ringman using just the Mega Buster without getting hit. At least, that's what I seem to recall. And this was for one of the earliest GameCola.net podcasts ever. GameCola.net, video game humor. Not as though I'm shamelessly plugging the site or anything, no. And this is proof of that. Proof that I can beat Ringman without getting hit using the Mega Buster, not proof that I'm not shamelessly plugging the thing, because I am, of course. As always, this run was unassisted by a turbo controller or anything like that, except for save states in between levels, for reasons I explained in previous videos. And I did use save states to show you alternate paths that you can take, and I saved right after the Drill Man fight here, just so I wouldn't need to play through the entire first section of this level over and over again. I play through it basically identically every single time, and it really just saved me a lot of time and hassle, so I hope you understand, but if not, tough noogies. This first form of the boss isn't terribly difficult. You can just stand under him and avoid getting hit, come out to fire at your leisure. But this one's the tough part, because that gem, yes, the gem that you need to hit to be able to damage him, is too high up for you to reach with a normal jump, so you can't hit it with your regular blaster, unless you're hopping on Rush Jet or bouncing off of Rush Coil, and that's just, annoying. That was controller failure right there, folks. You saw it here. But Drill Bomb, you can detonate it just before it hits the gem, and that does the trick. Oh, I am not letting you get away, Dr. Wily. No, you're mine. Come back here. Fine. You win this round, Dr. Wily.
I'll get you next time, Wily. Next time.
Of all the Wily machines, I think that one was my favorite. It's got a neat design, the whole skull face motif, and the Drill Bomb bit was brilliant. Well, sort of brilliant. Clever, as far as Mega Man games go. Alrighty, it's the final stage, and there's only one thing missing. Flashing lights in the background. What's a final stage without flashing lights in the background? Anyways, this is a nice throwback to Mega Man 2 in the level design here, and I am shooting these robot caterpillars as they fall out of the ceiling before they hit the floor, because I can. Mega Man 4 is neat because it's got a lot of throwbacks, a lot of tips of the hat to previous Mega Man games, which is cool, but not as cool as that. I love this game! And it's the final boss battle where Dr. Wily unveils the machine that disappears and teleports all over the room. It's a really fantastic idea, so fantastic that they used it over and over again in every single Mega Man game afterwards. Still really cool, though. You can only damage him with Ring Boomerang and Pharaoh Shot, but after a couple of fully charged Pharaoh Shots, you kick his bum 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 bum
Flash! Ah, Savior of the universe!
I beat the game, and I'm so glad you came to watch me play. What? Oh, he's sneaky! Uh-oh, and the place is going to explode. We've got 30 seconds to... I guess we could just teleport out of there. Eat your heart out, Samus Aran. By the way, did anybody else notice that there was a smiley face on one of the machines near Mega Man on that last screen? Seriously, I'm not making this stuff up. Dr. Wily escapes in his little blue egg spaceship once again, and... Wait, no! Mega Man's still inside! Get out, Mega Man, before it's too late! Phew! And kaboom! Oh, with a skull-shaped mushroom cloud, no less. Classy. Here's another fun throwback, this time to the original Mega Man, where, after beating the game, Mega Man rides a train all the way home. And it's nice that they actually included that they actually included the train tracks behind Dr. Wily's fortress in the previous screen there, so that this isn't coming completely out of nowhere. You gotta wonder, though, how is it that with Dr. Wily's fortress being so large, on top of a hill, out in the open, in the middle of nowhere, that nobody looking at Google Earth, or whatever equivalent they have in the mystical future year of 2000X, how is it nobody noticed this huge suspicious structure there? Especially when it sports all the skull logos and the Dr. Wily design aesthetic there. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't even bother with Dr. Cossack. That's the first place I'd investigate. So hey, maybe you remember my run of Mega Man 2, where I complained during the ending sequence where Mega Man is walking home and the seasons are changing, that the music was a little too sad and slow and overly reflective. It just didn't fit with the rest of the music in the game. Well, the music here is fairly similar in that regard, except the reason I'm not complaining here is that it's my favorite game! Aside from that, there's movement to the music, there's a little bit more energy here, and that sound effect in the background is great. It's a very subtle thing, but it kind of sounds like a train, so you have this feeling of motion. It's a great little touch. Actually, you know what? I take back what I said before. In the original Mega Man didn't ride a train home, it was more like running down the sidewalk, as if Dr. Wily's castle were just down the street. Here's an old-timey photograph effect. At least that's the only thing I can possibly explain for this, but it kind of looks cool. Still, going back to what I was saying before, the first half of the credits sequence is very reminiscent of the original Mega Man, where Mega Man is traveling back home and the background is gradually changing. It's not only nice to look at, but it sort of provides a sense of closure, that everything is winding down. I love it. And then the second half of the credits sequence, as you can tell from the music, is supposed to be reminiscent of Mega Man 2. Sadly, this version of the music is not as good as the end credits in Mega Man 2. The key thing the Capcom forgets, and they've reused this song a bunch of times, is that the music needs to be really upbeat, really energetic, and it's a shame that they don't have the bridge in the middle there, so it's not the complete version of the song. Still, it's a nice tip of the hat, I'm glad that they did it, and at least this end credit sequence is still visually interesting. There's different colors changing, there's stuff moving all over the place, and of course you have the Robot Masters popping in and doing their little action dance.
Ah! I open my stomach at you!
Now, to recap why Mega Man 4 is my favorite in the series, there's so many reasons, but I'll try and condense them as best as I can. Skullman, the end. Wait, no, I mean, Mega Man 4 pays tribute to the first three Mega Man games, and borrows some of the best parts of them while leaving out basically all of the worst parts. Sprite Flicker and Slowdown are almost nowhere to be found. The amount of damage the bosses take has been standardized all across the board. There are alternate paths that increase the replayability, the graphics are good, the music is good, the weapons are all team players, and they're a lot of fun to use, from the new and improved Mega Buster to Flash Stopper. Dr. Cossack is a fun, not really villain, and that's all just the icing on the cake. I love this game, and I hope you enjoyed my run of Mega Man 4. My name is Nathaniel Hoover, and remember what we say, please, Mega Man, don't get eliminated.